Are you struggling to win on FIFA because your team is really bad?
This team sucks.
Do you need coins for a cheeky new team?
I need it!
You can head over to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable coins, and if you use code Mcjell, you'll get a 5% discount.
Team review, 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 team review.
Okay, boys and girls, so we are going to be jumping into the team review finale today. You guys sent me so many fucking teams, as every time I announce team review, I just get a stupid amount of people sending me your teams. Like, it's actually crazy. Each time I do it, there's just even more people. It's absolutely fucking nuts. You guys clearly really enjoyed this series, and you want me to review your teams, which, you know, thank you very much. You know, it actually means a lot that you guys really enjoy this series, because I enjoy doing it. So firstly, I will address, lads, that I obviously cannot review all of your teams, because I literally had hundreds of you sending me your teams. So yeah, I've picked 10 teams randomly, lads, as I normally do, completely random, just picked 10 just random teams. Like, literally, I just went on Twitter, and picked 10 random teams. So if you somehow got in, and fair play, because the chance is very small. I think it's like, I mean, if 1,000 of you sent me your team, that's what, like 1%? Is that 1%? It's pretty less than that. No, that is 1%. Maths, hold on. Yeah, that's 1%. Secondly, I want to also address that there is no green screen. The way that this setup is, and the way I would leave my green screen up against the wall previously is just not possible up here. So no more green screen, okay? The green screen era is finished. But we move, all right? So anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into the teams, okay? Team review. Okay then, lads, team number 1 is looking pretty juicy. We've got Veron in here nice and early. I have to respect that, and immediately blessing my eyes with a Veron.
We like those!
Now, let's just address this, lads, and you already know what I'm about to say, right? You already know where I'm going with this. So this shit, we can't start like that. I respect the Veron, but we can't be having some off chem on the first team. But to be fair though, lads, this team is actually kind of nuts. It's actually pretty sick. You've got fucking Red Mbappe, like holy shit. Like I only wish I had Red Mbappe. Is that the birthday one too? With the 5-star week for holy fuck, that is I am envious. We've got Zidane in there, the prime version, which is crazy. That's a beautiful midfield of Veron and Zidane. I absolutely respect that. We've got Ian Rush, who is very interesting. Very much liked Ian Rush. I thought he was very good in this game. We've got Bernardo Silva, who I would have loved to try, but I just feel he's a little bit too expensive for me. I just don't. He's a great card, and he had a very good reputation in this FIFA, but I think he's a tad overpriced in my opinion. Now, defensively is where I have problems with this team. Again, is where the chemistry is lacking, and also it's just like why Ndombele? Why of all the centre backs? There's so many good centre backs in this game. 5'10" Ndombele though. I don't know about that one, cheat. As for Alisson, you know, he's a great goalkeeper. He's 97 fucking rated, so, you know, no shit, he's good. But for me, if it were my team, I would just go with a French goalkeeper. Then again, you can go with ter Stegen here, never mind. If you do, for some reason, really love Ndombele as a centre-back, you can always get ter Stegen team a season, which I would definitely do. But if this were also my team, I'd probably also go with that Lenglet Summer Heat. I'm pretty sure you can still do it. Very, very good card. Like, I've been using him on the RTG, and he's been amazing for me. Again, probably a little bit overpriced. He does cost quite a bit, but I do believe he's very worth it. He's a very good centre-back. You could also go with, like, headliner Varane, who I think is really good in this game as well. So yeah, I do like this team overall. I think it's a very, very nice team. The midfield and attack are super, super good. I'm just not really a fan of that defence. Obviously, the off-chem lets it down a bit. So I'm going to give this an 8.8 out of 10. I feel like the attack is a 10 out of 10. I feel like the defence lets it down a little bit. Still a very nice team, though. Very, very nice. Team review. Okay, then, lads. Team number 2. Why has he got team of season Neymar, then? Why have we got this then? What's going on here? Like, how has that happened?
Holy fuck.
And so yeah, that's a very high level cheeky team again. A very nice. Oh, off chem. It's always got to be. I always notice it late. I'm raving about the team, and then I spot the off cam. As for how you would fix that, I have no idea, lads. Like, I'm guessing you just have to get rid of Smaldini. Smaldini does look good in this game. I've used him a little bit, not too much. The team season version, I've used his inform and his headliner a lot, but I would probably get rid of him for a Liga BVA centre back, and then get a Liga BVA goalkeeper, similar to the other guy. Actually, I would just switch out the centre back and the goalkeeper, and that would make this team like literally perfect, pretty much. We've got Prime Moments Raul, who I've never used any Raul in this game actually. We've got team season Mahrez, who I'm going to say, lads, always dicks me. I always get skill moved on by Mahrez. He just does some crazy shit that I can't deal with. My defense is all over the place, and boom, finesse into the top corner. So Mahrez is a very nice addition there. Got Carlos Alberto here, who's very nice. Which version is that? Is that the Prime Moments? It must be the prime. I feel like that's the promo. It might not be. It might be his prime. What version of Cal? Oh, no. Have I got the middle Carlos Alberto? I have been done dirty here. I've only got the middle one. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pissed. I thought the prime one. The prime one probably looks really nice. So, yeah, this guy's got the good Carlos Alberto. I'm stuck here with my shit one. I'm upset now. I thought it was a good pull at the time. It's not. It's shit. We've got Sergio Ramos, banging centre back, really hard to play against. Obviously, Team Season Neymar is ridiculous. We've got Mason Greenwood, who I fucking love in this game. I only wish that Man United got to the final just to give him a little bit more of an upgrade, but he's still incredible. Those finesse shots outside the box are just 10 out of 10.
Oh, this is good. This is...
And then we've got Pogba, who everyone seems to have in this game. Literally, I barely see a team these days who doesn't have this Summer Heat Pogba, and I'm not surprised. He does look really good. So yeah, I really like this team. Obviously, the Neymar, the Pogba, the Greenwood, there's some crazy good cards in here. I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. The only thing letting it down really is the off chemistry. Team review. Okay then, lads, another very nice team. This is interesting. You don't see the Ibra too often, you know, because he's not really exactly meta. I guess he does have the skill move, so he's maybe a little bit. He's like a half meta. We've got Riquelme, who for some reason, and I never thought I'd like that card. I thought I would hate him, and I actually quite liked him. He is actually surprisingly good. We've got Kessie, who is an incredible, well-rounded card. I think he has like 90 in almost every stat, which is crazy. We've got Vinicius Jr., who's got a great card. It's a full chem team, right? It is. A bonus point. We got our first full chem team. Let's go, boys. We've got Jadon Sancho, who literally everyone in the world got except me because EA fucked up and gave everyone free Sancho, so I'm gonna guess that's where you got that from. Might not be, but I only wish that I had that Sancho. Defense is disgusting, to be fair. Like, you've got Diego Carlos, which is crazy good. Well, that's the thing with Diego Carlos, right, lads? I'm a little bit pissed off, right? Because his Europa League is now, I think, better than his team this season, and I put that Europa League into a fucking SBC.
What?
Do you think I'm dumb?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. I was just checking.
Middle Maldini, who is still pretty usable at this stage in the game. He's not like, he's not the strongest is what I would say. And the Yankee Chem style he's put on there is definitely a must-have with that Maldini. Still very good at defending though. So yeah, I really like this team, lad. It's full chemistry, which is obviously bonus points. Some really interesting cards in here. So, you know, you got the Riquelme and the Ibra, which aren't exactly meta, but I respect some users of some non-meta players, and I've used both those cards and they're both very nice. Although I will say with Ibra, his stamina is tragic. It's the only thing I don't like about him. He's really good in the first half whenever I've used him. He is terrible in the second half though, because his stamina just makes him so shit and unusable. So yeah, I really like this team, lad. I'm going to give it a 9.1 out of 10. I really like this team. It's very spicy stuff. Team review. Okay then, why have we got Pele? Why is it? So this team's disgusting, to be quite honest with you. The defense and the why are you guys doing this? The chemistry is always lacking at the back.
Did you learn nothing from my chemistry class?
But in fairness, I can see why this guy's done this. He's obviously got that Sergio Ramos and he wants to switch him with the Carver House, so it does make sense. However, for me, I just personally wouldn't do that. I would probably drop that Sergio Ramos. Maybe what you could do is get the Team of Season Ramos here. You could then get Van der Sar in goal, and that would make it full chem, because you could put the centre back Ramos there. Yeah, that's what you should do, lad. As for that attack, what in the actual fuck am I looking at? That is absolutely disgusting. We've got a Tau Team of Season with the 5-star Weaver. We've got Ribery Summer Heat with the 5-star Weaver, and then Prime motherfucking Pele. What, like, hand no. And then to top it off, I didn't even notice him. We've got the flashback Mertens. That is some attack. That is a filthy attack. Then defending the back line, we've got Gattuso, who I personally think is a bit average. I don't think he's terrible, but I think he's a bit meh. Like, he's just not the quickest, especially at this stage in the game. In terms of the players in this team, it's pretty much a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10 purely for the off chemistry, and also I feel like Gattuso is not the best in this game, so I'd probably change Gattuso for... You could go with Cyprian, because that would get the green link to a Tau. You could go with he has another one. It's the flashback. You could go with the flashback Cyprian. You can still do that. That's what I would do personally. Still a very nice team though. Team review. What? This team is fucking insane. I think this is a 10, boy. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing full chem. Oh, that's got to be it. That's crazy. That team is fucking crazy. So from attacking perspective, lads, Could it get any better? Sergio Aguero team of the season, Aubameyang team of the season, Ousmane Dembele summer heat, and then the prime Cruyff.
Wow!
And then defending the back four, we got Frankie de Jong and Wijnaldum. So very, very quick CDMs there. So that's pretty nuts. And then the back four is pretty much as good as it's going to get. Not a personal fan of the Eder Militao, but I know a lot of people do like him, so I can respect that. David Luiz, to be fair as well, is an absolute nuts card. I thought he was really, really overpriced in my opinion. I feel like David Luiz's SBCs are always really overpriced for some reason. EA make them super expensive every single year, but the card itself is fucking nuts. You got team of season Trent Alexander-Arnold, red card there. We got Alisson in goal, so yeah, that's a pretty much as good as it's gonna get. It's full chem. I can't fault it. I'm gonna give it a 10, boys. I'm gonna give it a 10. So we got to do the 10 out of 10 dance. I can't really remember what the 10 out of 10 dance was. So we're making a new 10 out of 10 dance. Okay, the next team, lads. I like the look of this team. It's looking very nice. I'm not liking that striker. I mean, the striker's good, but I'm not liking his 7 that next to his card. Interestingly enough, we have a normal Messi. I don't see that too often now, because I feel like even gold Messi is not quite as good as many cards, really. There's so many better, like, just average team of seasons, like, in terms of, like, you know, how they are in real life. They're not even that good players, but they've somehow got better stats than normal Messi. But to be fair, like, this team is insanely good. You got Modric, Flashback, very good. Guardiola is a very interesting choice. I remember at the beginning of the game, everyone was using the 85 Guardiola. Like, I barely saw a team that didn't have that. I think it was from the icon swaps. Everyone was using him at CDM. So we've got the prime moments one here, who I could maybe use. Maybe I'll try that Guardiola at some point. He does look quite spicy. We've got Luis Suarez team of season, who of course is really good. Mertens is good, but sadly on 7 chem. Defense is really, really nice. Really, really super stuff there for you defensively. And of course we've got the Ribery with the 5-star weaker, who looks incredible.
It's quite good, isn't it? Eh?
So yeah, this team pretty much, again, is pretty perfect, other than I would say Messi's gold card is just a little bit dated at this point, especially when it comes to stamina, and is also not the quickest. So I would maybe try and change that if you can. And then Mertens being off chem, but it's not really too much you can do in terms of that, because obviously you've not really built a Serie A team, so it's a bit difficult to link him up. So I don't know why. Maybe just keep him. I guess it doesn't really bother you. It just bothers me, you know. I don't know, boys. It just that kind of thing triggers me. I don't know why. Don't ask. It just does. But yeah, I really like this team. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Again, the only thing really letting it down is the Mertens being off chem. But other than that, super team. Very, very nice stuff. Team review. Okay then, lads, this is a team that's pretty interesting. We got King Kubo. I was waiting to see someone with a King Kubo. We've seen someone with a Veron. We haven't seen any Butchers yet, but we've now seen a King Kubo. I have to say, the forwards are very, very interesting. We got Pulisic, who for some reason no one really did. I probably should have done it. He was very cheap. I don't know why I didn't do it. But 90 Zola, and again, you don't really see too many people using Zola. I'm not really too sure why. He fits the meta, certainly. He's very, very good at dribbling. He's quick. He's got good finishing. So that's a strange one that people, like, it's not a strange one that this guy has Zola, but it's strange that people don't use Zola as much. However, where you lose my respect is this Karim Benzema. That player of the month Benzema, in my opinion, lads, is trash. It just looks so shit.
You are just the worst. I can't stand you.
Maybe I'm being a bit harsh because I'm not really a huge fan of the team season, although saying that I think it was the last video, he was pretty good in the bald team. He wasn't too bad in that, but I just generally have bad terms with the team of season Benzema. The player of the month Benzema is just a slower version of that team of season, so I don't know. No, I'm not a fan of the Benzema personally. However, the midfield is very nice. I like Gattuso. This is the 3rd person that's got Gattuso. You guys clearly really like Gattuso, which is interesting. And defensively is very nice. We've got the 89 Mendy. This guy clearly could not be bothered to grind out for the like, what was it, 93 Mendy, and I don't blame him. You know, it's barely an upgrade and you had to do quite a bit for it. And just a very nice team, like, just generally. Defense is good, the midfield is really good, and attack is really good. The only problem I have is the Benzema, so that's the only thing, in my opinion, that lets this team down. So I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. It would, if we got rid of Benzema, to be quite honest with you, lad, if this Benzema was Luis Suarez's team of season, I'd give it a 10. I'm not even gonna lie. But seeing Benzema just kind of pisses me off.
Why you bullying me?
Team review. Okay then, lads, I'm liking this team. Veron and Immobile. Yes. However, what we don't like to see, what we don't like seeing. So right off the bat then, lads, I'm just going to recommend Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez team of season, very good left back, gets it on full chemistry. Please do that. Yeah, I know Russelon is good, but please get Theo Hernandez. And if we do that, we're talking some extreme high level cheeky. We're talking up here on high level cheeky. However, However, it is still extremely cheeky. Again, with the Veron in here and the Immobile, who are just fantastically underrated players in this game, especially Immobile. I feel like a lot of people buy Veron because they watch the videos and shit and they know he's good. Immobile, though, gets super slept on, and I don't really understand because his card is really good. I know he's not like meta in terms of dribbling, but his shooting stats and his pace stats are still like extremely ridiculously good. Palacio is an interesting one. Not many people did him, but he had a really good card. I was really contemplating doing him, but at the time, I can't remember who I was using. I was using someone else that was doing the job, so I didn't end up going with Palacio, but maybe I should have. Ilicic is an interesting one. I wasn't a massive fan of Ilicic personally. I found his shooting to be really good. I found his pace completely fine. I didn't even really have a problem with his dribbling, which is where I thought he was going to be a problem. I had a massive problem with his positioning. His positioning was so bad when I used him. He was like, when I played him at like striker, he would play to like the cam spot, and then when I played him as this cam, he was like playing all the way back at like centre mid. It was really weird. It's one of the worst positioning cards I've ever used.
Is totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
Got Eriksen in here, who has a very, very nice card. He had a really good card, and yeah, just defensively is very nice, except for the off chemistry. Danilo, to be fair, got probably the best right back in the game. Like, that card got a crazy, crazy upgrade. In fact, I'm just thinking, is there a... No, actually, yeah, at the very least, lad, what you want to do is put Eriksen into the middle and then put De Vrij onto the left side. If you don't want to get rid of Russelon, we can at least get Manolas on full chemistry. If you move Eriksen to where Kessie is, and you move De Vrij to where Manolas is, that will, at the very least, you'll have full chemistry on the centre-backs. You need to at least do that, because you don't have to change the team there. You just have to do a bit of moving. But if it were my team, I would probably just get rid of the Russelon period. You could do that, and then you can go with like Team of Season Tagliafico would make this full chemistry, or you can go with Theo Hernandez, Team of Season, who I think is very good. The Fat Birthday Theo Hernandez is also pretty good as well, so you could go with that if you didn't quite have the coins. But yeah, other than that, very nice team. I'm really liking it. Very nice stuff. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's very high level cheeky, but it's not quite mega cheeky, you know. Is that even a thing? That's like tipping the scale of mega. I don't know what, I'm just chatting shit, boys. That's what I do with team review. I kind of just chat out my ass for half an hour, and you guys watch it for some reason. Team review. What's going on here, lads? Everyone's got Veron. I picked 10 teams randomly, and like 3 or 4 of you have got Veron.
That is GOAT-like behavior.
Up front, holy shit, like team of the year Mbappe. Okay, I respect the team name at the very least, like just YEA. Like it just sums up FIFA 20, doesn't it? So yeah, I really like this team, lad. It's a very nice team. It's very, very, very cheeky, especially in the midfield. You got Veron, Wijnaldum, who are all both very good. We got Team of Season Son. We got the Mbappe Team of the Year, Adama Traore. I miss that man so much. So yeah, I'm loving that midfield. As for the defense, I'm not really a massive fan of that defense. I have to admit, I'm not massive on it. Tomori is okay, but I feel like there are better centre backs out there. Azpilicueta is a no from me. He's so bad physically. I don't know. He's just not quite strong enough, and I do feel like there are so many better centre backs, especially in the Premier League. You've got Virgil van Dijk and stuff, who I would definitely say is a much better centre back. I like Bellerin in this game. Very underrated, to be fair. I do like Bellerin. Nick Pope is where we have the biggest problems. You might like Nick Pope. I fucking hate Nick Pope more than almost every goalkeeper. Nick Pope is the worst. So if this were my team, Nick Pope has to go. All right, Nick Pope would have to go. As for who would replace him, just about anyone. A gold goalkeeper, you know, 84 Kepa would be better, to be honest. But yeah, no, I'd probably go with like a Team of Season Alisson if this were my team. And then as for Azpilicueta, I would probably go with like a Virgil van Dijk. Tomori is still pretty good, but I just feel like there are better options out there. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head who that might be. Maybe an icon centre back, something like that. So I'm going to give it a 9.1 out of 10. I think it's a very, very nice attack. You know, got a very nice midfield with Veron, Team of Season Son, Mbappe. Like, that's fucking crazy. Defensively, though, I feel like it's a little bit down by Azpilicueta and Nick Pope. Full chemistry, though, so you've got to respect it. And it's still a very, very nice team. Very nice. Team review. Okay, then, lads. On to the final team. Maguire?
How could they possibly consider this?
So we'll start off with the attack then, lads. This attack is very nice. You've got Laudrup, who is pretty good in this game. I wouldn't say he's the best cam in the game, but he's definitely not bad, and I do think he's like very decent. Alexis Sanchez, very, very nice card. He 95 rated is superb. And then Bruno Fernandes, who is literally one of my favorite cards in the game. Sentinel on him though. Sentinel. Oh, are we playing him as a centre mid? Oh, I like that. I actually respect that a lot more. Playing him as a centre mid would be very nice, actually. He's gone with the Sentinel there, so I'm guessing he plays him as a centre mid. I'm guessing. I think so. Because he has the high work rates, he has decent defending stats. So as a centre mid, Bruno Fernandes is like actually top tier. Defense is very nice, except for that Harry Maguire. The Harry Maguire looks tragic. I'm just saying, like, I'm not even gonna like hide it. Harry Maguire in this game looks horrendous. He's super slow. He's got terrible acceleration. I mean, like, let me have a look. It's like it's really bad. He has 70 acceleration on his team this season. That's not okay, Chief. We can't be having any of that. Not to mention his agility and balance of 64 and 67. Nah, that's a no. At the end of the game, we can't be having Harry Maguire, in my opinion. So I would definitely go with a Virgil van Dijk. I mean, this guy is probably a Man United fan. Looking at it. I'm looking at. I don't think it doesn't work either because he's got the small Dini. You got to go with an icon though. An icon centre back is a must here. But still a very nice team. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's still a very high level cheeky team. But yeah, just Harry Maguire is a no. Harry Maguire is a no. Full chem though. You got to respect the full chem. Anyway. Team review. So guys, that is going to conclude today's episode of Team Review. This is the finale of FIFA 20, so I will return to this in FIFA 21 at some point. Not too sure when that will be. I do apologize for everyone that sent me your teams, and obviously I can't get to everyone, so I do apologize if you guys really wanted your team reviewed and I couldn't get to it. Again, I do this completely randomly, so yeah, I do enjoy the series, lads. I have a lot of fun filming it and stuff. It's good to see some cool teams at the end of the game. I mean, to be fair, like, everyone's pretty much got a pretty stacked team at this point. Like, everyone's got crazy amounts of team seasons and summer heats and stuff. So yeah, okay, all right. I don't even know where I'm really going with this, but yeah, I do enjoy it. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy, smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next one. All right, peace.